Joe Biden may be gone, but his so-called Inflation Reduction Act is still here, making life worse for the American people. President Trump has inherited a disaster from Joe Biden. Biden raided hundreds of billions of dollars from Medicare and used it to fund things like green energy giveaways. We've been covering that on our show. And what did Americans get? We just got stuck with the bill. But one of the most devastating aspects of Biden's Inflation Reduction Act is a hidden provision known as the Biden pill penalty, a policy that's gutted funding for the development of potential life-saving medicines. In just the last 3 years, investments plummeted, forcing researchers to abandon potential breakthroughs for cancer, Alzheimer's, and other deadly diseases. Promising drugs that could have extended lives and even led to cures are now on the chopping block. It goes after basic incentives. So what does that mean for you? It means potentially fewer cures and higher costs. The good news is that President Trump is back and Republicans control Congress. Call them today and urge Congress to eliminate the Biden pill penalty before more potential cures are lost.
Yeah, you can just look at me. So do you see me? Can you see me? There's ASL access too, so all right. Hi, my name is Logan Evans. I'm deaf, and I'm honored to be here to have this opportunity to speak with you today. And it's really interesting debate so far, and I've learned a lot. But my question for you is, do you believe everyone in this crowd have equal access to information? Should they have that?
Well, first of all, I think the Translator are doing a great job. You should give it up for them. That's not easy. So, and especially with all the back and forth. Ideally, of course, yes. But I will say that some people in this audience, for example, would love to see the entire thing, but they're not up close. But I'm really glad that you're able to have a translator that can make you as possibly part of this event. And so I think, and they're doing a great job.
Yes, thank you for being positive and saying stuff like that. But in California, when there was the wildfires happening, you posted something on social media that said that a person should not be interpreting on the screen. You should get them out because they're a distraction. And I lost a lot of respect for you that day.
Yeah, that's fine.
You said that closed caption works for everybody, right? But you have to understand that American Sign Language is a critical point for the deaf community to access a language. And the entire deaf community lost a lot of respect for you. And you said, get the interpreters off the way. That's a distraction. But you just said everybody should have a right to equal access to information. So what do you believe about that?
Right. So I've had a couple very respectful deaf people come up to the event. I don't want to spend too much time on this, but I was educated on the difference between ASL and closed captioning, and that some deaf people don't actually even, it's a first or primary language, meaning closed captioning might not relate to it. I don't want to dwell too much on it. I even said to someone at USC she might have changed my mind, so never meant to offend you. It wasn't meant in that way. I did a whole show on it. Be happy to send that to you so you could view it. But thank you for your commentary on that. And look,
One more thing.
That's fine.
One more thing. But deaf people have already changed their views on you. You look like you are against people with disability. You're an artist. So first, we really appreciate you and you coming in to social media and be including in closed captioning. We do appreciate that portion. And everybody should be more inclusive as well. But also having interpreters, you have to understand that American Sign Language, there is history in the United States. Abraham Lincoln was involved in it. I mean, everybody was involved and has multiple years, hundreds of years of discrimination trying to get rid of American Sign Language. And this information is vital to our community. And yeah, you're right, closed captioning is great, but without interpreters, we can lose lives. In the wildfire, that happened, that you specifically commented on, or Oklahoma, we had wildfires here too. It's super important to make sure that we're giving the information because you're gonna lose a life. You have to understand that.
Okay, got it. I will say, though, that during the wildfire, I think there were interpreters, but point taken. Happy to learn more about it. Thank you for the respectful information, and I meant no offense to you, and thank you for being here. And thank you again to our great translators.
Thank you so much. I mean, can I say something to the crowd as well, if you don't mind?
Yeah.
I just want to say, I want to thank you so much for letting the deaf people to come in here and having access as well. But as you can see, there's an ASL group over here. They're signing right now, and I don't mind. Would you mind looking at the ASL group? Do you have a second? Just peek your head around. Right there, right behind you, literally right behind you. A little bit more. There we go. All right. Hello, everyone. Great. And I just want to say thank you for the people that let me through and let me ask my questions. And it's an honor. Can I give you a sign name? That's a huge thing to be accepted in the deaf community. So will you copy me right now? Can you copy my signs?
Yeah.
Do you see the C and then K, right? So C, K. Right there, C-K. It's about your distinctive facial features. That's what we do. C-K, C-K. Everybody, copy. C-K. There we go. Yay!
Thank you. That's very sweet.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for doing that. That's wonderful. Give it up one more time for him. Thank you. We'll make sure he gets a hat. Can we give some of these hats to the ASL folks back there? So thank you. Can you give it to them? Thanks, Michaela.
So